Hello everyone, Phil here, and welcome back to DSP versus the Internet. This is our weekly show where I react to clips as submitted by my channel members. This is episode 17 for June 10th, 2023. This should be the fourth part, I believe. So we're halfway through, and we are currently watching member submissions in random order. First time we've ever done it in random order, and so far I say it's working pretty well. We've seen a good variety of stuff already, and I'm curious to see what else is coming up. So without further ado, let's see the next member submission. And remember, if you want to be a part of the fun, please consider becoming a member today, and you will be the person to submit the videos for next week. Thanks. Let's see what we got. A sandwich. Lazy food review.
First thing, wheat sub roll. Need to toast this thing just a little bit.
It's a big, is that a baguette?
And some Cajun turkey here.
Ooh, that looks good, actually. Cajun
some
seasoned
bacon
turkey.
Strips. Gonna cook these in another
I was
oven.
just gonna say, wait a minute, that's raw. Don't tell me putting
Fresh
raw bacon on the
smoked
sandwich.
Gouda cheese.
Oh my
here.
God, there's a wheel of Gouda
romaine
cheese for
lettuce.
this sandwich?
Nice fresh tomato. Yeah, good enough. Tomato crap everywhere. I need to make the sandwich there. Yeah, I guess an avocado too. Why not? I feel like it.
The volume is too low. It is?
Well, that's side is okay. I can use some of this. Oh my goodness. It's freaking toasty. A little too toasty.
You put it in the oven? You put the bread in the oven.
Bacon's done
The
too.
bacon looks amazing. Wow, he fried that up perfectly, actually. That's exactly how I like bacon. Avocado. I don't know if I would have the avocado. Oh, that's a lot of avocado. Oh my God.
Yeah, I probably should have mashed
That's
this
a
up
ton
before
of avocado
that.
we put on the sandwich.
Whatever, man.
I feel like there's too much avocado. You're gonna taste way too much. Right? Seems like over avocado.
This
Turkey, this looks pretty good.
One more on there for good luck. Tomato.
That's way too many tomatoes. Damn. He put like 1, 2,
I'm gonna eat
3,
that one.
4, 5, like 6 slices of tomato on there.
Smash up some
kind of
of that
lettuce is
lettuce so
that?
it stays on there nice.
A long lettuce. Is that romaine lettuce?
Yeah. Oh my goodness,
fresh
this
slice
Gouda
of Gouda.
is sublime.
That's pretty crazy. He's cutting fresh
More
cheese
than I
for the steak
anticipated,
there.
but whatever.
What is this
Pretty good.
music he's playing?
Yeah, honestly, with the avocado, I don't need much
I just
of
hear
this,
it.
but fucking Duke mayonnaise, can't go wrong with that.
What is this?
Yeah, that is.
Is it mustard
That's
or
way
something? No,
crustier
it looks
than
like
I'd
mayo.
hoped for. I'm gonna try some of this
Here's
Best
mustard.
Boy Bourbon Barrel
Bourbon
Mustard.
barrel mustard.
Never had it before.
Huh.
Holy crap, that is good.
Looks good.
Be
The
liberal
mustard
with
has
this
the
stuff.
mustard
This stuff is
seeds in it.
amazing.
Is actually pretty good. It's extra tasty.
Oh yeah.
That looks like a damn good sandwich, actually. I don't know about that. There's too many tomatoes, but it looks like a. Oh my God,
Holy
that looks
crap,
really
yes. Now that is gonna be a tasty sandwich.
good. I would say. Ah, there we go. I would say.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Some chips.
Sea salt and vinegar chips.
I would say too much avocado, like way too much. I would have put like 1 slice of avocado on each side rather than mashing the entire avocado. I think that was too many tomatoes as well. When he's eating it, he's probably going to taste so much acidity from the tomato, it's going to be too much. But outside of that, that's a pretty damn good sandwich. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not Gouda cheese. I probably like a Swiss on there or something rather than Gouda. I'm not into the French cheeses as much. But that's not bad. I don't know what kind of bread that is. Like just like a wheat
Pickle
bread or something, kind of
spear.
basic. That's not bad. That's a pretty darn good lunch right there.
Can't stand it any longer.
He's gonna eat it.
Try this. Yeah, definitely ended up a little toastier than I hoped for, but holy crap, this is a pretty good little combo.
Yeah.
Very simple too.
You did a good
Thanks
job.
for watching. I hope you're hungry now, because I am.
Guy making a sandwich. I have no idea who that was. Some guy making a sandwich, but it was pretty good. What the hell is this? Pfizer? Marlon Dubois featuring Joey. Pfizer. What the hell is this?
And it's my life, but it's hard to decide. When I look up and I really think I don't know. I've been all these places that you can't.
Oh, this is about COVID.
Proud face, he brought me to the post love. Recollection, baby, tell me what I don't know. Last night boiled down to a photo. Regrets on my dog say Toto. The moon's on clown shoes on both.
What?
And if I call, I know you'll be here in a flash. I just wish that I could see you in the flesh.
Yes, yeah, I wish I could see you in the flesh.
But my own songs, I don't need promo. Why they on my head like a GoPro? When I pour two, I make sure that I pour some.
What is he talking about?
One team put two in the ozone. Me and Crow tapped in like
I'm trying to understand what they're singing about.
risk everything for some change. New pain led me down a new lane. In the garage, we all fought Bruce Wayne.
What?
Joey poured a 2 and 2.
I don't know what they're saying. This is too urban for me. I don't understand what they're saying. I'm way too white. I don't understand it. I need a translator. When I pop tags, I feel so pang. No. When I pop tags, I feel so pang. What the fuck did he just say? When I pop tags, I feel so pang. What does that sentence mean? I need someone to just translate this for me immediately. When I pop tags, I feel so pang. Explain that right now. I want a translation. I have no clue. When he spends a lot of money, he feels good. That's what that means? Pop tags means taking tags off of new bought clothes. Oh. Huh. Alright. I don't, what is, so pang means you feel good? Pang? Isn't Pang the brand from frickin' Dead Space? Where did that term come from? How did I get left behind here? When I pop tags, I feel so pang. Alright, let's continue.
I know I always get defensive like a linebacker. I was there the day before you stayed the night after. My eyes are getting tired, can we move on to the next chapter?
Real clothes buyers? He's not gonna pay his taxes, he wants more clothes. Yeah, see? He's singing about the Pfizer vaccination for COVID. That's it? What the hell? So it was a song about getting vaccinated and buying clothes. What the fuck? I'm very confused at what we just saw. Can anyone explain it? Maybe in the comments later, someone can explain it. I have absolutely no idea what that was.
Well, the police wouldn't let me go through 122nd, so I had to go around 119th and go. And they let me look at the lawyer's building. I know the vacuum cleaner man. He's seen my tits.
What? What?
I know that's not going on TV, but it's true. It's true. I'm not here to lie to you.
What?
I was trying to get a hold of him because I couldn't identify the business. That window got blown out, and I was trying to help the police figure out who to contact to secure that poor business.
Did you see the damage to the building then? All the bricks?
Yes. He must have been gravely hurt. He must have been badly hurt, injured.
How fast do you think someone must have been going?
I haven't been allowed to drive for 3 years, so I am not a good judge of that.
Anything else you want to add about what you saw?
You want to see my tits?
What the fuck? What?
Louis?
What is going on? No, that's bullshit. You know what that is? That's some idiot. That's totally some idiot who is not real. That's one of those prankster people who's fucking around and talking to a reporter acting like it's real, and then like, how can I say something that's ridiculous? And she said it twice. That's bullshit. There's no way that was real, right? No way. She's like, I'm not allowed to drive for 3 years. Gee, I wonder why. What the hell is this? Video game orchestra, Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 3. Okay, so the video game orchestra is going to play the Snake Eater theme, apparently. I hope this doesn't get copyright claim. Or struck, I should say. Claimed, it'll get claimed no matter what. Hope it doesn't get copyright struck.
It's Bruno Valverde!
It's what? Get into it. Yeah. Pretty good. It's a rock version cover of Snake Eater. Even got a guy on a freaking violin there. Nice. Will there be lyrics? So what's better, this or popping the tags and feeling pain? I don't know. Maybe we should pop some tags and find out if you feel pain. All right. Here it is. This is Snake Eater right here. This is when he tried to make the intro theme of Metal Gear Solid 3 sound like James Bond, which was kind of neat, admittedly. Snake Eater. It's good. It's pretty good, man. It's a good rendition, actually. It's very different than the original. Not lip syncing. People say he's lip syncing. He's not lip syncing. He's singing it for real. Nah, he's singing it. Bam, bam. It's good. We'll all be sucking snakes soon. Playing Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake. You know we're all going to play it, right? Prepare to eat those snakes again. And now this is Metal Gear Solid 2 theme again, right? Yeah, this is Metal Gear Solid 2 theme. They're a pretty good band. I like them. What the hell? I got confetti shooting. Running through the confetti. Yes! Where the hell was this? Is it BGS, some game show or something this was at? I think it's at BGS Esports. So maybe this was at like a tournament somewhere, right?
BGS, thank you so much!
Video game orchestra live in Japan. It was some Japanese thing. Okay.
We are the VGO!
What the hell is this? Hold on. My phone went off.
I want you to suck
My mom listens to Grant McDonald. Whatever that means. It's only 30 seconds long.
I want you to suck my big herd cowboy cock.
Lauren, stop! Turn this off. And I'm serious. This is disgusting as hell.
Fuck
Stop!
Luke, your cock sure is hard.
Not to mention the name it's saying. That is so rude. Please stop.
Fuck me, Luke. Fuck me in the bar.
Stop! 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 Really, it's not funny. It's really not funny. It's really starting to make me upset.
Thanks to the arcade guys for sponsoring this video. You guys
That was pretty pointless, wasn't it? That was really stupid. Just someone playing dumb music, and it makes their mom freak out. Wow. Anyway, thank God it was only 30 seconds long. The last arcade cabinet I'll ever need from Baldy Rudy 6 months ago. Okay. Hopefully this is not an arcade one-up cabinet then. Hopefully this is a good one.
guys are awesome. Now, when it comes to playing some of these retro or arcade style games, there are quite few things that actually give that same level of emotion and kind of that same level of nostalgia as an arcade cabinet. When the arcade guys reached out to me, I was a little bit taken aback, mainly because this channel is relatively small in comparison to other channels, but also because of the fact that I just didn't get too much of an opportunity to play a lot of these titles growing up. Due to financial situations, I just didn't find myself in plenty of arcades. Don't get me wrong, we still went to Chuck E. Cheese from time to time and were able to play some of these titles.
This guy is not in line with my lifestyle.
Occasion, and
boo!
the
Boo this
occasions were
man!
honestly
You
very
should have been
few
playing
and
arcade
far
games.
in between. So when it came to experiencing some of these titles in my own home using this arcade cabinet, it honestly felt great. I was able to not only experience titles that I do have fond memories with, but I was also able to experience newer titles that I never had the chance to play with at all. Guys, if you like videos like this, like the video, obviously, because likes are free after all, and subscribe.
First time playing Castlevania. Boo!
Before I even started
Boo this
recording
man.
this video, the arcade guys invited me over to their manufacturing warehouse, and I was able to see a cabinet being made from beginning to end. Now, I'm here to tell you that everything is handmade. They go ahead and they cut all of the pieces of wood that actually make the cabinet. They print out everything that is laminated and stuck
looks good
onto
quality,
the sides of
actually.
the panels themselves, and they put in all of the joysticks and the buttons by hand. Overall, it was extremely humbling, and I was honestly honored being able to see the behind the scenes look of how these cabinets are made and put together for their customers. Now, before I get into everything, I do want to go ahead and say that yes, this is a paid review. These guys, they did pay me to review this product, but as part of the contract, I am free and able to say whatever I want about said product.
It's a
now,
piece
there
of
are
shit.
some things that I want to go ahead and mention. For instance, there are actually two different types of arcade cabinets that the arcade guys
So
offer.
first of all, before he even goes further, I just want to tell you guys, as an aficionado of arcades, growing up in the 90s, going to arcades almost a decade of my life, what I can tell you is just taking a look at this arcade cabinet. The build looks good, meaning the wood and everything actually looks really good and authentic to what the arcade cabinet would have been. The controls I can't really judge until we see what style. If it's the looser style of joystick, that works for certain types of games, but does not work for fighting games. So I'm curious what style of joystick he used. However, I already have a criticism. As you can see, they are using a widescreen LED screen, which is fine, except that the games you're playing are not widescreen. If you didn't notice, the games are stretched. So when you're playing games, you're at the wrong aspect ratio. And some people are okay with that, but for someone who actually wants to play these games in a way that feels nostalgic, you want it to be the correct ratio. And it seems like they purposefully stretched out the games to fill the screen, but I don't know if it's going to feel representative of what the games were supposed to be. Like fighting games would actually completely change the way that it's played. And in addition, an LED screen with these games, if they don't set it up correctly, could create a lot of input delay between the controls and the game. So for certain games, it won't matter. But other games that are meant to be more competitive, again, like fighting games, you might actually see a lot of lag, in which case it's great to have it for nostalgic purposes, but you would never actually be able to play it at any competitive capacity, you see? And if you're going to spend a lot of money on a custom cabinet, you want something that's authentic. So I'm curious, as we watch further, I'm curious as we watch further here if we'll learn more about the cabinet or not. Let's see here. Okay.
The main difference between the two different types of cabinets are what the games are actually running on. There's the Pandora Box EX3, which is essentially everything built into one and is a plug and play option. The second option is a Raspberry Pi 4 or greater option, and that allows for a lot more customization. And I'll get into it a little bit more in terms of what I wanted to see and what was missing, because the version that I got was the Pandora Box EX3. And don't get me wrong, it's a phenomenal arcade cabinet because you can essentially play all 3,300 games, and it's plug and play.
How many?
You literally plugged it into the wall, booted it up once, and boom, I didn't have to worry about anything else. There were a couple of instances where I had crashes because of the emulation, but overall it ran smoothly, and I was able to play a lot of these titles that I wish I could have played in my childhood.
That also is a problem. What I've heard in one of these like all-in-one systems and or emulators is they throw 1,000 games into it, but then they don't test them all. So you might have it and you go to play and a bunch of them don't work. Like literally, if he said there's 3,300 games, there might be 1,000 games that don't work. I mean, no one's going to test it. You have 3,300 games, you know, no one gives a shit. So I wonder, again, he said one of them he tried didn't work. But does that mean a lot don't work? Don't know.
My son, and honestly, it was really seamless. The care and attention to detail that I saw at the manufacturing warehouse is reflected in the unit that I have downstairs. I mean, honestly, I was able to go ahead and play all of these titles without a hitch. There were a couple of instances where the build kind of felt a little off for one of the joysticks.
Yeah,
but honestly,
I was just going to say the
something
joystick
that
was
loose, and all I had to do was screw the ball back on. Nothing crazy, nothing that would go ahead and break the experience, so to speak. And frankly, this is something that I would expect from pretty much any joystick out there as far as I know. The joysticks and buttons are all laid out in Sanwa-like layouts, so it's very, very familiar for somebody that has played in arcades in the past. And frankly, honestly, it felt right at home when I was playing right from the get-go. I was given a piece of paper with my unit that has a couple of reminders talking about how to navigate and how to use the system, as well as different shortcuts in order to navigate the game.
So the two center units have 6 buttons, the outer ones only have 4.
There also is this little handy-dandy diagram that talks about the different buttons and what each and every single one is in order to make gaming a little bit easier for you. The screen on the unit is actually a 43-inch TCL television, and yes, this is the complete opposite of what you would expect from a traditional arcade cabinet that has a CRT unit built into it. And because of it being an HD television, you're going to have some issues in terms of aspect ratios. Now, overall, it wasn't anything that was game-breaking, but when you have Pac-Man that is supposed to be on a 9:16 essentially ratio, it just ran completely weird when it was stretched out, and kind of getting everything lined up was just a little odd, especially when you were playing and kind of controlling things. If you've ever played any sort of retro games,
so there's no setting to go 4:3 aspect ratio,
or whatever it may be, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
That's kind of a deal breaker.
There were a couple of titles that took me by surprise. For example, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, as well as Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII.
There's no way those are
legal.
legal.
If these titles were released at one point in the arcade, or if there's arcade versions of these titles.
No, there's not.
But based on what I played, it pretty much was just a straight up emulation. My assumption, out of the 3,300 games that are
what the hell is this? They're selling illegal emulation, and they're advertising it. They're paying people to advertise it. That's completely illegal. There's no way they had the rights to have those games on there. What the hell?
Thing that there are some titles that just were never released in arcades and are just being straight up emulated or being modded onto the platform itself.
What the heck?
Each and every single game that is on the cabinet, you can have a custom save state, which honestly is awesome because you can go ahead and continue playing.
There's no way this is legal at all.
Games.
Nintendo might get these guys because these are Nintendo games on there.
Custom save state per individual game. So if there's more than one person that games in the house, you're just gonna have to share and progress together if possible. You can actually filter through the 3,300 games in order to find the specific games that you're looking for. You can literally search by title, or you can see your recently played games, but you can also search based on genre. So if you want to look for an action game or a puzzler, you can go ahead and do so. Also, there is an option to find games that are 3-player and 4-player friendly, so you can go ahead and play with your friends and family that go ahead and come and visit and have fun.
The only thing I can think of, since this arcade cabinet is hooked up to a real TV, perhaps if the TV comes with the remote, or if it has the buttons, you could change the aspect ratio in the menu of the TV, right? And then you could play it at 4:3. Nah, here's the thing. This arcade cabinet, I can already tell you now from everything he's saying, this arcade cabinet is good for a casual person who's a collector and wants to say, oh, I own an arcade cabinet that has every game on it, right? This is not serious. Like, there's going to be massive input delay between the game you're playing and the LED TV. It's going to be the wrong aspect ratio. That joystick does not look like the correct joystick. So it's basically, oh, look, I have an arcade cabinet in my house that has all the games. Yeah, but does it even play accurate to any of the games? Oh, no. It's a stretched screen, and, it's a gimmick thing. It's a collectible. It's not meant to be like you're actually playing those games. You know what I mean? I can just tell you right now, from everything I just saw, that doesn't look accurate at all. And quite frankly, they don't own the rights to those games. There's absolutely no way you're going to tell me that manufacturer, the arcade guys, bought the legal rights to be emulating all of those games. Birth by Sleep is a game you could still buy right now on a console in a collection. Like, what are you talking about? There's absolutely no way that they have the rights to that stuff. So, I don't know. That's definitely some iffy stuff right there. I'm not saying it's bad. Like, those buttons look decent, right? But those joysticks, when he was moving it, you could tell it was a wider gate, meaning that it's a bigger range of motion. Now, that works for, like, Pac-Man. That doesn't work for a fighting game. In a fighting game, you're going to have a hard time even pulling off a special move. So, yeah, I totally likely would not get this cabinet. Just saying. Being my honest take from looking at this video, it looks like, again, this is more of a casual situation. You just want to have a cabinet in your house to say, oh, look, I have all these video games I can play on my cabinet. Oh, it's so cool, right? But it's not a serious thing. It's definitely not a recreation of an arcade cabinet from the 90s or anything like that. So, okay, guys, that's it for part 4 of DSP versus the Internet. I hope that you are enjoying the show. I am. This is a good variety. Like, this is some good stuff. We've never seen the likes of this stuff before on the show. It's been good variety. Maybe this random order playlist is working. If you are liking the show and perhaps you would like to be a part of the fun next week, please consider becoming a channel member. As you can see, everyone is getting an equal chance to get their videos watched today, which is a good thing, right? So please consider becoming a member to support. Thank you to those who are here live and have supported, and I'll be back in the next part soon. See you then.